call upon the new Prime Minister of Great Britain and her empires, Mr. William Pitt, the younger.
Mr. Speaker, members of the House, I shall be brief, as I have, rather unfortunately, become Prime Minister right in the middle of my exams. I look forward to fulfilling my duty in a manner which Nanny would be proud. I shall introduce legislation to utterly destroy 3 enemies of the state. The first is that evil dictator, Napoleon Bonaparte. The second is my old geography master, Banana Breath Squigshanks. But most of all, sirs, I intend to pursue that utter slob, the Prince of Wales. Why? This year alone, he has spent £15,000 on banqueting. £20,000 on perfume. And most astonishingly of all, an astonishing £59,000 on socks. Therefore, my 3 main policy priorities are: 1, war with France. 2, tougher sentences for geography teachers. And 3, a right royal kick of the prince's backside. I now call upon the leader of the opposition to test me on my Latin vocab.
Sir, if I may make so bold, a major crisis has arisen in your affairs.
Yes, I know, Blackadder. I've been pondering it all morning.
You have, sir?
Yes, socks. Run out again. Why is it that no matter how many millions of pairs of socks I buy, I never seem to have any?
Sir, with your forgiveness, there is another even weightier problem.
They just disappear. Honestly, you'd think someone was coming in here, stealing the damn things, and then selling them off.
Impossible, sir. Only you and I have access to your socks.
Yes, you're right. Still, for me, socks are like sex. Tons of it about, and I never seem to get any.
Sir, if I may return to this very urgent matter. I read fearful news in this morning's paper.
Oh, no. Not another little cat caught up in a tree.
No, sir. There is a vote afoot in the new Parliament to strike you from the civil list.
Well, yes, but what are they going to do about my socks?
Sir, if this bill goes through, you won't have any socks.
Well, I haven't got any socks at the moment.
Or trousers, shirts, waistcoats, or pantaloons. They're going to bankrupt you.
They can't do that. Why, the public love me. Only the other day I was out in the street and they sang, "We hail Prince George, we hail Prince George."
We hate Prince George. We hate Prince George.
Enter.
Dr. Johnson, Your Highness.
Ah, Dr. Johnson. Damn cold day.
Indeed it is, sir, but a very fine one. For I celebrated last night the encyclopedic implementation of my premeditated orchestration of Demotic Anglo-Saxon.
No, didn't catch any of that.
Well, I simply observed, sir, that I'm felicitous, since during the course of the penultimate solar sojourn, I terminated my uninterrupted categorization of the vocabulary of our post-Norman tongue.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds damn saucy, you lucky thing. I know some fairly liberal-minded girls, but I've never penultimated any of them in that solar sojourn. Or for that matter, been given any Norman tongue.
I believe, sir, that the doctor is trying to tell you that he is happy because he has finished his book. It has apparently taken him 10 years.
Yes, well, I'm a slow reader myself.
Here it is, sir, the very cornerstone of English scholarship. This book, sir, contains every word in our beloved language.
Every single one, sir?
Every single word, sir.
Oh, well, in that case, sir, I hope you will not object if I also offer the doctor my most enthusiastic contrafibularities. Contrafibularities, sir? It is a common word down our way. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm anaspeptic, phrasmotic, even compunctious to have caused you such pericombobulation. Baldrick, what have you done?
I've done C and D.
Right, let's have it then.
Right. Big blue wobbly thing that mermaids live in. C.
Yes. tiny misunderstanding. Still, my hopes weren't high. Oh, and what about D?
I'm quite pleased with dog.
Yes, and your definition of dog is?
Not a cat.
Excellent. Excellent. Your Highness, may I have a word?
Certainly.
As you know, sir, it has always been my intention to stay with you until you had a strapping son, and I one likewise, to take over the burdens of my duties.
That's right, Blackadder, and I thank you for it.
But I'm afraid, sir, that there's been a change of plan. I'm off to the kitchen to hack my head off with a big knife.
Oh, come on, Blackadder. It's only a book. Let's just damn the fellow's eyes, strip the breeches from his backside, and warm his heels to Putney Bridge. Hurrah!
Sir, these are not the days of Alfred the Great. You can't just lop someone's head off and blame it on the Vikings.
Can't I, by God?
No.
Oh, well, all right, then let's just get on with it. I mean, boil my brains. It's only a dictionary. No one's asked us to eat 10 raw pigs for breakfast. Good Lord, I mean, we're British, aren't we?
You're not, you're German. Get me some coffee, Boric. If I fall asleep before Monday, we're doomed.
Mr. Blackadder, time to wake up.
What time is it?
Monday morning.
Monday morning? Oh, my God, I've overslept. Where's the quill? Where's the parchment?
I don't know. Maybe Dr. Johnson's got some with him.
What?
He's outside.
Ow!
Are you ill, sir?
No, you can't have it. I know I said Monday, but I want Baldrick to read it, which unfortunately will mean teaching him to read. Which will take about 10 years. But time well spent, I think, because it's such a very good dictionary.
I don't think so.
Oh, God, we've been burgled!
I think it's an awful dictionary, full of feeble definitions and ridiculous verbiage. I've come to ask you to chuck the damn thing in the fire.
Are you sure?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life, sir.
I love you, Dr. Johnson, and I want to have your babies. Sorry, excuse me, Dr. Johnson, but my Auntie Marjorie's just arrived. Baldrick, who gave you permission to turn into an Alsatian? Oh, God, it's a dream, isn't it? It's a bloody dream. Dr. Johnson doesn't want us to burn his dictionary at all.
Yes, well, obviously it hasn't really got going yet.
I think that's a bit of an understatement, Frou-Frou. I've been at autopsies with more party atmosphere.
Don't worry, in a moment we will hear the sound of music and happy laughter.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir.
Ah, good evening, my man. Do you speak English?
Little.
Good. Well, just take me to the ambassador, then, will you?
Pardon?
I have rescued an aristocrat from the clutches of the evil revolutionaries. Please take me to the ambassador.
No, I won't. I am an evil revolutionary and have murdered the ambassador and have turned him into pate.
And you, aristo pig, are trapped. Pig, ha! You will regret your insolence, revolutionary dog.
Dog, ha! You will regret your arrogant royalist snake.
Snag, ha!
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt this very interesting discussion, but it really is none of my business, so I think I'll be on my way. Come on, Baldrick.
Not so fast, English. In rescuing this boîte de stinky weed, you have attempted to pervert revolutionary justice. Do you know what they do to people who do that?
They're given a little present and allowed to go free.
No.
They're smacked and told not to be naughty, but basically let off.
No.
I think I know.
What?
They're put in prison for the night and brutally guillotined in the morning.
Well, Baldrick.
Your little gnome is correct, monsieur. Gentlemen, welcome to the last day of your life. I am proud to introduce France's most vicious woman. Unexpectedly arrived from Paris this morning. Would you please welcome Madame Guillotine herself?
Are these the English pigs?
Yes, that's us.
Leave them with me, Monsieur Ambassador. I intend to torture them in a manner so unbearably gruesome revolution. Even you will not be able to stand it.
I don't think I will have a problem, madame.
No, you will be sick.
What if I stay for the first few minutes and then I leave if I'm feeling queasy?
No, you will be sick immediately.
What if I'm sick quietly in a bag? I mean, what is in your mind?
So, scum, prepare to be in pain.
Yes, certainly. But first, perhaps a toast to your beauty.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So I expect you were expected to be rescued, huh?
Some bloody hope.
On the contrary, I'm just sorry I'm so late.
What?
Yes, gentlemen, I have come to take you to freedom.
Hooray! My God, Smedley! But I thought you were an absolute fathead.
No, just a damn fine actor. Thank God I got here before you took any of those awful suicide pills.
Yes, I suppose if someone had taken one and wished that he hadn't, he'd be able to do something about it.
No, they're very odd things, you see. The symptoms are most peculiar. First of all, the victims become very, very depressed. Oh, God!
But this whole revolution is so depressing. I mean, sometimes I wonder why I bother. I mean, I'm so lonely and nobody loves me.
And after the depression comes death.
No, after the depression comes the loss of temper, you stuck-up bastard! What are you staring at?
And after the temper comes death.
No, after the temper comes the,
Forgetfulness?
yes, that's it. Comes the,
Forgetfulness.
Yes, right in the middle of a thingy, you completely forget what it was you... Oh, nice pair of shoes.
And after the forgetfulness, you die.
Oh, no, I forgot one. After the forgetfulness comes a moment of exquisite happiness. Jumping up and down and waving your arms in the air and knowing that in a minute we're all going to be free. Free! Free!
And then death?
No, you jump in a corner first.
Hooray! It's the Scarlet Pimpernel!
Yes, Mordred.
And you killed him!
As we rehearsed, poetry first, sausage later.
So what if Harold the Horny Hunter should do the trick?
Just remind me of it, sir.
Harold the Horny Hunter had an enormous horn.
Yes, sir. It is absolutely excellent, sir. However, might I suggest an alternative?
Lovely little dumpling, how in love I am. Let me be your shepherdkins, you can be my lamb. Well, I think we'll be very lucky if she doesn't just come out onto the balcony and vomit over us. Good stuff. Speed of the world.
You just right here, sir. Right. Call for her romantically. What?
All right, come on out here, you rollicking, trolloping sauce bottle! Woof, woof!
Yes, 'tis I, your gorgeous little love bundle.
Oh, George, I think you must be the snuggly, wuggliest lumpkin in the whole of Toyland. What was that?
Nothing. There was just a little fly in my throaty. Yuck, yuck.
Do you want a hanky-wanky to got the flemmy wemmy woo-woo into?
Whoa, crikey!
Is there someone else down there with you?
No. It was just the wind whistling through the trees and making a noise that sounded like
Oh, joy! Then come, Prince Cuddly Kitten. Climb up my ivy.
Sausage time!
There is someone down there with you.
Oh, my God, yes, so there is. A filthy intruder spying on our love.
Oh, hit him, George, hit him!
Very well.
Would you mind screaming, Your Highness?
Take that! And that! And that!
Oh, you're so brave. And I'm so worn out with all the excitement. I'd better go sleepy bobos. Otherwise I'll be all cross in the morning. Nighty-night, Georgie Porgy.
Nighty whitey, Amy Wamey. I think it works, sir. In the morning, I shall go in and ask her father. You go out and start spending his money. I can't stand meanness when it comes to wedding presents. And well done, sir. You were brilliant.
Was I?
Yes, sir.
But I'm in agony.
Well, that's love for you. Sir, I come as emissary of the Prince of Wales with the most splendid news. He wants your daughter Amy for his wife.
Well, his wife can't have her. Outrageous, sir, to come here with such a suggestion. Mind, sir, or I shall take off my belt and by thunder, my trousers will fall down.
No, sir, you misunderstand. He wants to marry your lovely daughter.
Oh, can it be possibly true? Surely lovers never cross such boundaries of class.
Well, what about you and Mum?
Well, yes, grandly, when I first met her, I was the farmer's son, and she was just the lass who ate the dung, but that was an exception.
And Auntie Dot and Uncle Ted.
Yes, all right, he was a pig poker, and she was the Duchess of Argyle, but...
And Auntie Ruth and Uncle Isaiah, she was a milkmaid and he was
The Pope, yes, all right. Won't argue. Suffice it to say, if you marry, we need never be poor or hungry again. Sir, we accept.
Good. So obviously you'll be wanting an enormous ceremony. What did you say?
Well, obviously, now we're marrying quality, we'll never be poor or hungry again.
Meaning that you're poor and hungry at the moment?
Oh, yes. We've been living off lard butties for 5 years now. I'm so poor I use my underpants for drying dishes.
So you're skint?
Aye.
Well, in that case, the wedding's off. Good day. Well, Baldrick, a good night's work, I think. It's time to divide the loot, and I think it's only fair that we should share it equally.
Which I suppose is highwayman's talk for you get the cash, I get the snotty hanky.
No, we did this robbery together, so you get half the cash.
Oh, thank you, Mr. B.
This robbery, on the other hand, I'm doing alone. Hand it over, your money or your life. All fair and above board.
Fair enough. As long as I haven't been cheated, I don't mind.
Hands up! I am the shadow, but I never miss.
Oh, no.
You, the one that looks like a pig.
He's talking to you, Baldrick.
Skedaddle! So, who have we here? Ah, a well-set-up fellow indeed. Sir, a kiss.
Sorry, I'm not sure I heard that correctly.
Oh, dear. Maybe your ears need unblocking.
Oh, I see a kiss. Oh, of course. And then perhaps a little light supper, some dancing. Who knows where it might lead. Good Lord, it's you!
Of course.
But your voice, it's...
Clever, isn't it?
Does your father know you're out?
He had to go.
You mean he's dead?
Yes, dead as that squirrel.
Which squirrel? Oh, that squirrel. Of course. You killed him for ruining your chances of marrying Prince George.
I despise the prince. Don't you know it's you I want? I want a real man. A man who can sew on a button. A man who knows where the towels are kept. And yes, I crave your fabulous, sinewy body.
Well, you're only human.
Here's the plan, Brown Eyes. You rob the prince of everything he's got, right down to the clothes he's standing in. I'll get my stash and meet you here, and then we'll run away to the West Indies.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I've thought about it. It's a brilliant plan. I'll see you here tomorrow. Right, I'm off.
Oh, sir, but what about the danger? Look, the reward's going up day by day.
Ha! I laugh in the face of danger. I drop ice cubes down the vest of fear. Things couldn't be better, Baldrick. She'll get me abroad and make me rich. Then I'll probably drop her and get 200 concubines to share my bed.
Won't they be rather prickly?
Concubines, Baldrick, not porcupines.
Britain has the finest trade, the finest armies, the finest navies in the world. And what do we have for royalty? A mad kraut sausage sucker and a son who can't keep his own sausage to himself. The sooner dead, the better.
You're very kind.
Now, you're no doubt anxious to catch up with the latest news of the war. I have here the most recent briefs from my general in the field.
Yes, well, if you could just pop them in the laundry basket on the way out. Tea?
Yes, immediately. Now, let's turn to the second front, my lord.
Ah, yes. Now, as I understand it, Napoleon is in North Africa, and Nelson is stationed in...
Alaska, your highness. in case Boney should try and trick us by coming via the North Pole.
Yes, perhaps a preferable stratagem, Your Grace, might be to harry him amidships as he leaves the Mediterranean. Trafalgar might be quite a good start.
Trafalgar? Well, I'll mention it to Nelson. I must say I'm beginning to regret the necessity of killing you, Your Highness. I've been told by everybody that the Prince was a confounded moron.
No.
Oh, Helen Buckshot, here's that tiresome servant of yours again.
Oh, budge up.
How dare you sit, sir, in the presence of your betters? Get up!
Oh, Christ, yes, I forgot.
You speak when you're spoken to! Unless you'd rather be flayed across a gun carriage? Well...
Sir, I fear you have been too long a soldier. We no longer treat servants that way in London society.
Why, I hardly touched the man.
I think you hit him very hard.
Nonsense! That would have been a hard hit. I just hit him like that.
No, sir. A soft hit would be like this. Whereas you hit him like this.
I wonder if I might be excused, Your Highness.
Certainly. I'm sorry about that, sir, but one has to keep up the pretense.
No, quite understand. You carry on the good work.
Very well, sir.
Hang on! This is bloody coffee. I ordered tea. Bloody fool, aren't you? I'd heard everywhere that the Prince was the imbecile, whereas his servant Blackadder was respected about the town. Now that I discover the truth, I'm disposed to beat you to death. Tea!